Okay, ladies, gentlemen and ladies, we have some things that we're going to be bringing to your attention. The credit series is going to be primarily dealing with, as always, explaining money. Many of you have the wrong concept of money. I hear the comments that people are making on other videos, the claims that don't make any sense. I mean, get out of here. That literally, the claims that they're making literally don't make any sense. It I keep hearing people talk about HJR 192 and they don't realize how unintelligent they sound. No, 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 no. They'll take offense and that's okay. They will feel justified in taking offense that they're utilizing a phrase or a term that has no meaning in law. There is no such thing as HJR 192. It is not a law. HJR was just a proposal. The actual law, pay attention, was the Act of June 5th, 1933. It was officially called the Act of June 5th and 6th, 1933, or the Gold Abrogation Act, otherwise known as Public Resolution or Joint Resolution, June 5th, 1933. So stop saying Joint Resolution HJR 192. That's what House Joint Resolution means, HJR. It was not the House. The House can't pass a law by itself. So stop doing that to yourselves. You are looking stupid in the eyes of anyone who knows law. You're writing it on your instruments because you don't understand what you're doing. You're going to make it seem like you know everything. Everything, and you don't know anything because all you're doing is parroting what you got from someone else. It doesn't work that way. Do you understand? It doesn't work that way. That's not how it works. Sorry, I need movement. I cannot have a desktop that just sits there and looks at me. No, it's gonna do more than just look. Okay? It's gonna do more than just look. That's what those are. I need my desktop. That one right there. Woo-wee. All right. Now, we're going to be talking about what they did when they passed joint resolution June 5th, 1933. We're going to talk about that particular act of Congress, but we're going to do so in a way where we don't talk about it directly. We're just going to highlight the facts. It's going to be called the credit series. It's not going to be a long series, but it's going to be a succinct series. We're going to be talking about how people should be looking at the credits that they've been receiving, how you should be writing off, because the law allows you to write off your debts. The law allows you to write off your expenses. If you were to do that, and if you were to do it the correct way, you would not be broke. You have no money because you don't know what money is. And until you understand what money is and what money is not, you will have no money. I keep trying to get people to understand billionaires don't have any money. Go, take a look. They don't have money. When you hear about them donating $400 million, $300 million, $200 million, paying $1 billion for this or all of that stuff, please understand that all they're doing is transferring credits. There is no money being exchanged. I know for some of you that's going to be difficult to understand because you won't be able to grasp the complexities of what they are doing. And it isn't complicated. It is not complicated at all. And they have people in place to make sure that their interests are always protected. Always. And billionaires don't like to be embarrassed. Who you embarrass that club right there, and they will debillionaire you. Yeah, they don't allow their members to go out there and just do whatever they want. You don't believe me? Go ahead and look at the former owner of the Los Angeles Clippers. Where is he now? Uh-huh. What was his name? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know some of you know his name, but the majority of you don't remember that name of that man who was the owner of the Clippers, who was the one who embarrassed the billionaires, embarrassed the industry. They don't allow it, people. They don't allow it. And they will sacrifice their own. Remember, Jeffrey Epstein was one of theirs. He was allowed to do everything he was allowed to do because they allowed it, because that's their game. And when they get tired of each other, they go after each other. That's the only reason why you hear about Bernie Madoff. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernie Madoff, what he did, they still do to this day. Enron, the same stuff that they did during Enron, they still do to this day. That's the whole system. The whole system is one person coming up with a scheme and everybody jumping on board. That's what the banks are doing. The exact same thing. There is no money, and you all need to one day wake up and realize that. There are too many people in this world for there to actually be money. What? You don't understand that? Well, okay, if money was backed by gold, pay attention. If money was backed by gold, then you would have 8.5 billion poor people on the planet because there's only so much gold on the planet. Sorry, there's a finite number of gold. Why do you think they had to go to the fiat system? The gold thing was unsustainable. Individuals would hoard gold. That's why they mentioned it in the stupid act. People would hold on to gold. They wouldn't trade it because if you trade it, you lose your value. You lose your money. So why trade in gold? We're not trading in gold, and that's what the banks didn't like. See, they couldn't control the gold because people realized if I got rid of my gold, I'd lose value. So they were holding onto their gold. That's why the government, through the banks, ordered everybody to turn in their gold. So you can't have gold as currency. It doesn't work. It's too many people. And the likelihood of someone hogging all the gold and just holding on to it, okay, please. And consolidating gold and individuals making fake gold, fool's gold, synthetic gold. There is just, Lord have mercy. So they couldn't continue that system. Why do you think it was gold and silver? Okay. Silver is plentiful. You can have a lot of silver. We could probably run the world off of silver, but not feasible. Not feasible at all. So coming up with a paper currency, a so-called fiat currency, where they could pretend, because that's all fiat currency is, it's just pretend. That's why the game Monopoly does what it does. It's just pretending. Many of you are not going to get it. So the next time you go into your wallet, notice that you have a piece of plastic you call a credit card or a debit card. It's just a piece of plastic. My bad. And that is supposed to represent money. You take it, you slide it through a machine, and you don't realize all you're dealing with is credits. It is not real. The card does not represent anything of monetary value. It is not real. Credits are not real, people. They're digital. Digital is not real. Go ahead. Show me digital in real life. You cannot make digital appear in real life. Digital does not exist, people. Digital is imaginary. We're looking at a digital screen. These are digital characters. They are not real. They're completely imaginary because they don't appear anyplace else aside from on the screen. You can't see this in real. Well, they're making this. Nobody said nothing about that. See, get that. That's stupidity. Trying to make yourself sound right by saying, well, they're making foreign cars and people are blah, blah, blah. You're trying to be a part of a conversation for which you cannot handle when you come up with stupid comments like that. It has nothing to do with what they're making. This does not exist in reality. This scene that you're watching right now, hold on, this scene is nowhere in reality. This is just a computer generated image. That's it. It doesn't exist in reality, anywhere in reality. Just like the credits on your credit card, they don't exist anywhere in reality. When the bank gives you credit, you need to understand what you are receiving. You're receiving nothing of value. What you are receiving is perceived value. It's by mere appearance, ladies and gentlemen. And until you can understand that, whoo, doggy, you will continue to be in the mess you're in. The people who understand it, they you can hear them talking. You can hear the people who understand what's really going on. You can hear them talking. The only problem is not all of them know the system well enough to do anything about what knowledge they already have. The credit series is going to help you all understand a little bit more about this knowledge. Don't worry about it. Like I tell you, when we do the information, because now everybody's talking about credits. Go ahead. Now everybody's talking about, oh God, uh, doing instruments. And look, I wasn't the first to come up with the money order thing. Like I tell everybody, the young man, Patrick Devine, had a money order a year, about a year before I created mine in 2009. I didn't know who Patrick Devine was, never met Pat, but he came up with the exact same thing. So there is no such thing as an original thought. Okay. I call, pay attention, mine, the our style. This is our style of a money order. That's why it was called the our style money order. And the amount of people whose credits, debts, credit cards, homes were paid off with that stuff. Look, I have several people who emailed me talking about how they have their homes down because of the Our Style money order. No, no, no. Too many people have used it. Too many people have misused it. So you're not going to do an Our Style money order to pay off your home. But we're going to talk about it in the credit series, how you can document that that debt has been paid. See, you guys have been doing things the wrong way. You guys have been doing things the wrong way. And we're about to, for all of our clients, we have been taking care of some things and we're getting ready to implement one other aspect of things, documenting that your debt has been paid. That's our job. We are documenters. If only you guys knew, okay? If only you guys knew. I have courts that are playing games because that's what they do. They do play games. These are stupid adults pretending. Judges. Judges are not intelligent. I literally have not met too many intelligent judges. I wish I could. Yeah, yeah, sure, they might know this subject or that subject. That doesn't make them intelligent. That just makes them knowledgeable about that particular subject, whatever subject it is, even if it's 100 subjects. It doesn't make them intelligent. And other people don't know how to gauge intelligence. And yes, I do consider myself to be intelligent, but that's me because I said I consider myself. I don't care what anybody else considers me to be. Just like those judges don't care whether or not I consider them to be intelligent or not. The law says that they can't be intelligent. So I can say a judge is not intelligent. The law says they can't use their own rationale, their thoughts, their opinions. Judge said they can only do what the agency tells them to do. If you don't believe me, watch and see when they put this idiot in office how things are going to be. Watch and see how, ladies and gentlemen, this is a plan. And if y'all can't see this, y'all have no idea what's coming our way. Not just the United States. This election is a world election. This was not an election in the United States. This was an election for the world. This is the direction the world is going. Y'all have no idea. See, you can't have a 78-year-old and a 80-year-old person running countries. Their lives are over. They ain't got nothing to live for. They don't care about nobody else. They done seen too many people come and go. They done seen too many people die. How many of you are over 70 and half the people you know are already gone? Okay? And when you get to 70, 80 years old, you done watch so many people die that death is, please. What? Who died? Oh, well, how old were they? Oh, that was young. Well, they lived a good life. Hopefully, blah, blah, blah. That's the conversation. The older you get, the less you care about people. Those of you who've gotten older, you understand what I'm talking about. So stop thinking that these older people are going to do anything for you because they don't care about you. They can say all day long how much they care because an older person knows how to manipulate. They know how to lie. They've had years of practice and they do a pretty good job. They do a pretty good job. So, when it comes to credits, ladies and gentlemen, the one thing you need to know is start writing off your debts. Start writing off all of those so called debts. The bank says you owe them $250,000. Okay, well, charge the bank. Ladies and gentlemen, the person whose lawsuit the judge put a gag order on, the opposing party just put something on the record that wasn't sealed, which will allow me to show you the in clearings amount. I just don't, you know, I got to ask them if it's okay because their information is on there. But I'll definitely show you the in clearings where they paid $35,000 for a loan and the bank received $353,000 from the Federal Reserve in their name. In their name, deposited into an account in their name. The bank never informed them that they received $353,000 in deposits. The bank was obligated to tell them they received $353,000 in deposits. They were obligated to offset the debt. The money sits in the account until is deemed abandoned. Shh, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. That's why we're going to be talking about credits because I'll say it again. You people have no idea what money is. $353,000 deposited into an account all through something known as in clearings deposits. There was no money deposited. It was just an entry on a computer screen. That's it. Somebody clicked a couple of buttons and hit enter. That's it. There was no money deposited in. They didn't create any Federal Reserve notes to produce that junk. That was just an entry on a computer screen. Somebody did a bookkeeping entry. That was it. They didn't do anything else other than a bookkeeping. Oh God. It's called a ledger. They just ledgered the amount. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what the $400 billion lawsuit was all about. It was to bring light to this stupidity. I'm not saying that they can't do it. I'm saying that they can do it. I'm saying don't get mad when somebody else does it. I'm saying this is not an exclusive club. You cannot do it to where you're the only one who benefits, because once you do that, you violate equal protection of law principles. I'm saying let little Tommy do it. Yeah. Little Tommy can't get all buck wild and do it 100 billion times, but little Tommy should have the right to do it a little bit to where little Tommy ain't struggling to get through the day, to where little Tommy gets to become, Mr. T. He ain't little no more. He gets to become King T. He ain't little no more. That's all I'm saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I am still sick, but it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm just getting in. I knock on the door. 5:28 be saying, "Are you hungry? Did you eat yet?" Okay. It's a thin line, ladies and gentlemen, between love and hate. And so I'm going to let you guys get to your day. On this Friday, I have some things I have to take care of. I am back in the grind. It's been 9 days. No. Yeah, it's been 9 days since I originally woke up with a cold. And like I said, it's still here, but I am getting my rest and I am better off having that experience. So I'm going to continue to get better while the rest of you continue to do whatever it is you do. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's what y'all do. And I'm going to go now. Hopefully, you'll get a better understanding of currency, because in this series, we'll try to break it down. There'll probably be 5 to 6 videos only. Some of them will be long, some of them will be short. The problem is, will you take the time? Now, unlike these other individuals who do videos, I don't just talk. I show you what I'm talking about. In fact, the video coming up right after this is going to be one of my favorites. That's right. One of my favorites. You know what? They gave me Copilot. I don't know if I'm going to use Copilot because I can fly by myself. I can fly solo. I don't need no Copilot. So what I's going to do is I's going to say, "I'm so glad we've had this time together. But it's time for me to say so long." All right, have a good day, everyone.